Can we do Jumu'ah at home? Okay. Now, first of all, Jumu'ah at home, for the validity of Jumu'ah anywhere, it requires a minimum amount of numbers. In one opinion, it is 3 plus the Imam, so 3 plus 1 in the Hanafi school. 12 plus 1, in another opinion, is 12 plus 1, that is in the Maliki school, 12 people plus the Imam. And in the Hanbali and the Shafi'i school, it is for minimum of 40 people. Okay? So at home, you're not going to get 40 people, possibly not even 12 plus 1 people, maybe you might get 3 plus 1. Okay? So first of all, the numbers of males, aqil, baligh, have intellect, have mature males, not just children as well, they have to be present. So 4 mature males have to be present. In Muslim countries, there is the requirement also of a permission from the Sultan, permission from the Muslim leader. Okay? So this has been a raging debate in India and Pakistan. Other countries have just, so Saudi, etc., have just stopped. Middle East have just stopped. But in Pakistan, maybe there's more freedom of expression over there. India has more freedom of expression over there. Although may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help them, they're going through a very difficult time. But there's more freedom of expression, more able to challenge the reach of the government, or make their voices heard. And so the Sultan, so in these countries, the permission of the Sultan is something that is required. And in Pakistan, for example, the permission has until now been restricted to about 4 to 5 people in the masjid performing Jumu'ah, etc. So there has in Muslim countries have to be permission of Sultan as well. A third condition is there has to be general accessibility. Okay, that people have to generally be allowed to come to the masjid. Okay, now in the Hanafi school particularly, in this country, what we have is the government is not allowing for one person to go to another house. Okay, so is that a restriction on Isnul Am, is general accessibility? Because the whole purpose behind Jummah is anybody and everybody should be able to. The idea is everybody comes together. Normally, you pray in your local masjids at home, in your local masjids, in local areas, and then for the one Friday prayer, you all come together, show solidarity and pray. That's why it's called Jummah. People come together. Istima, it's come from congregation. So people come together. So the whole idea is for us all to come together. But in this, at the moment, the law in this country is that you should not be visiting anybody else's house where you will not live, any house that you do not live there. And if you've got a second house, you shouldn't be visiting that either. Like the Scottish minister found out that she visited her house, I think it was the health secretary who visited her second home twice, despite her himself restricting that and had to resign. So the fact that you aren't able to visit or allow other people into your home is that a restriction on general accessibility? Some will argue yes. Some may argue, well, actually this is because of a reason. It's not actually restricting people from accessing. The purpose is not restricting accessibility. The purpose actually to stop the spread of the virus. So that can be debatable. However, personally, what I feel is that the whole concept of Jummah is that people get together, and not that people read in their own homes individually, etc. Rather, the fardul waqt, there's a discussion on this, but the fardul, there is an obligation for that time in actually Zuhr, and Zuhr and Jummah is a substitute. So when you aren't able to do Jummah, the substitute, you should resort back to, in my opinion, the original, and you should do Zuhr Salah. However, having said that, if somebody did do Jummah and there were 4 males, etc., and they did, the khutbah, etc., I'm not going to say it's not valid, but I think the stronger position would be that they should be doing Zuhr. Again, you will get a whole host of ideas. It's an unprecedented situation. You will get a difference in opinion on this.